Well, good morning. I've been wanting to make kind of a special video. Uh, been simmering on the issue for a little bit of time, and I want to just make sure that I get this one right because it's important. And that's about reaching out to the people who are engaged, who have those feelings of hopelessness. You know, I'm going to tell you straight up. I just empathize with you as a human being. Then, man, I understand. I mean, I spent like a lot of years engaged in this militant feminism, and when I came out of that, and I was able to send my reports up the chain of command, I was ready to eat these motherfuckers alive. I created fucking psychologically violent plans using the tools of militant feminism just like they were, fucking multiplied that shit by 4, fucking put goddamn high-end command and control on that, and fucking told our president he needed to hit the streets with motherfuckers right away and start waxing these bitches, or we're gonna have big problems. Then I went back and I fucking took out one of my fucking friends, best friends at the time. She's dead. I took a year, man, trying to avoid violence, trying to find every place in myself that I could to stay away from that place, and I failed. I asked for forgiveness for that. I can't do that again, and I have to stand against that type of behavior, because that's not going to get us anywhere. It's counterproductive. And more recently, as I felt all the hope slip away and realized the vast scale of the surveillance and the oppression of our people, I've thought, well, if you're going to kill people through homelessness, well, why don't we organize those homelessness on the streets? I thought of ideas of slipping in with guerrilla warfare, going in, and I say, hey, they don't have a problem burning property, so why don't I just get some cheap flares and torch some cars? They want to get out there and riot and hurt other human beings. Why don't I put myself in the mix of that with a couple of steel fucking 50 million volt stun batons and some gas on me so I'm making some smoke and just start hurting people and stopping them and laying them down on the ground and ending their violence against other human beings. I've thought that the people around, they go to sleep safe at night. And they're doing that by killing a bunch of people around them. Why do they do that? Why do those people around them who are being killed allow them to sleep safe at night? So I know, man, I know if there's anybody on the face of this fucking planet that knows what it is to feel that draw, man, it's me. I know that. The point of this is that through all of that ideation, that was all me trying to process my feelings with my PTSD therapies, trying to get my own mind right, get all that negativity out, so I can get to a place where I can actually function as a human being without feeling that violence inside of me anymore and being able to move rationally. And I'm saying now is a time for rationality. It's a time for rationality. All of that anger that you feel towards the outside world, that has to be internalized. And I'm not saying don't hate yourself and don't even hate your enemy. Be stronger than your enemy. That's how we win this fight. We win this fight by being incredibly strong and by being able to handle the loss, handle the sacrifice, and live until you can vote again. And multiply your vote. Find a way. Get a survival partner. I like the ideas I was talking about as far as survival partners. That shit helps keep people grounded, man. You have a check on yourself to help you avoid the violence. Violence is going to get us nowhere in this struggle. Violence is going to get you brainwashed, reconditioned, and you're going to lose your sense of self is what's going to happen. Correction. And violence isn't the answer. And I've given a lot of speeches on this website about peaceful resistance. We have to remain with peaceful resistance. And those of us that have cases that we can prosecute, we need to move forward with those cases with courage. If you end up in jail, you end up in jail. Start your case. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to move this through our legal systems and get judges involved, because this is just one perspective screaming that their perspective is more important than the other perspective. And that's a basic violation of fucking free speech. That's one perspective overwhelming another people with their perspective. That's not okay. That's violent. That's an abuse of power. And when our power starts you doing that, that's an abuse of our power structure. We need to address that abuse of our power structure through our courts, and that's how we handle this. And we live till we can vote again. Any act of violence that you take against the outside of world is going to be turned back upon you. Understand that. That when you are reaching out to hurt others, you are only going to hurt yourself. This is a time of restraint. You got to be strong. That's how we be strong when we make it through this. It's restraint. Keep yourself together. That's how we win this fight.